India have launched Operation Sindoor against Pakistan. Anywhere between 3 to 6 terror bases of Pakistan have been targeted in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir by the Indian Armed Forces. A confirmation on that is already in. A reply from the Indian Armed Forces was on the cards, and 15 days since the terror attack took place in Pahalgam, the Indian Armed Forces have given a befitting reply. This comes just a day before you were expecting the entire nation to witness mock drills, and perhaps Pakistan's been taken by surprise. 2 weeks after the Pahalgam attack, the Indian Armed Forces have gone ahead and launched Operation Sindoor. Let me give you the chronology of events that led to this and what exactly has happened over the last half an hour or so. Now, let's first begin with what we've been given to understand by the Indian Army. The Indian Army has said that Operation Sindoor has been launched, hitting terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, from where terrorist attack against India have been planned and directed. Altogether, 9 sites have been targeted, and the actions, the Indian Army say, have been focused, measured and non-escalatory in nature. No Pakistani military facilities have been targeted. India has demonstrated considerable restraint in selection of targets and methods of execution. These steps come in the wake, remember, of the barbaric attack that took place on Indian soil, where 26 innocent lives were lost, and the Indian Army have now gone ahead and launched Operation Sindoor. Let me tell you the key areas that have been targeted. It's Muzaffarabad, Kotli and Bhavalpur. These are the 3 key areas that have been targeted by the Indian Armed Forces. Multiple strikes, we've been given to understand, have taken place, and justice is served is what the communication from the Indian Army at the moment is. The ADG PI has of the Indian Army, that's the public information handle of the Indian Army, has gone ahead and put out a tweet saying that justice is served, Jai Hind, and the operation that's been conducted is called Operation Sindoor. We'll be getting you more details on this developing story, but India has given a befitting reply. Terror camps in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir have been targeted by the Indian Army. This was a move that was expected. We've been seeing multiple rounds of high-level meetings that have taken place at the Prime Minister's residence. You expect him to be closely monitoring the situation as we speak as well. But 2 weeks after Pahalgam attack, India's Operation Sindoor has now been launched. Let me remind you of what the Indian Army has said. The Indian Army has said that our actions have been focused, measured and non-escalatory in nature. No Pakistani military service facilities have been targeted. India has demonstrated considerable restraint in selection of targets and method of execution. Multiple strikes have taken place in the 3 key areas that I just pointed out. In case you're joining us right now, let me again tell you the 3 areas that have been targeted by the Indian Army. It's Muzaffarabad, Kotli and Bhavalpur. That's where airstrikes have taken place, and all of this comes at the back of the dastardly attack that took place in Pahalgam just about a couple of weeks back. Altogether, we're getting to know there may be 9 sites that could have been targeted across the 3 locations that I just mentioned. The Indian Army says that justice is being served. There were multiple options that the Indian Army was weighing. One of them obviously was through the air. There was also the option that the Indian Army was exploring, was that of going through the naval route